Welcome back to the Hershey Pepper Channel. Ever wondered how wealth accumulation and financial independence are achieved by those seemingly average folks next door? Well, today we're diving into the insights of a book that has become somewhat of a financial Bible for many, The Millionaire Next Door by Stanley and William Danko. This book, my friends, is a treasure trove of financial wisdom. Its primary objective? To shatter the glass ceiling of myths and misconceptions about wealth. The authors set out to expose the truth about how millionaires in our society live, think, and make their financial decisions. You might be picturing luxury cars, designer clothing, and lavish vacations. But as Stanley and Danko reveal, the reality of wealth often looks quite different. It's not about the flashy displays of affluence, but rather the subtle, strategic habits and decisions that build substantial wealth over time. In their comprehensive study, Stanley and Danko identified 7 common traits amongst millionaires. And no, they're not the ones you'd see on a reality TV show. These are everyday individuals, living in your neighborhoods, shopping at your grocery stores, and yes, they've amassed wealth that would make your jaw drop. These 7 traits, which we'll delve into deeper in the upcoming scenes, include living well below their means, allocating their time, energy, and money efficiently, and choosing financial independence over displaying high social status. They also believe that financial independence is more important than displaying high social status. A millionaire's wealth isn't always evident in their lifestyle. Instead, it's often hidden in their values, their decisions, and their daily habits. It's a fascinating shift in perspective, isn't it? Now, this doesn't mean that every average-looking person you meet is a secret millionaire. But it does highlight that wealth is often accumulated not by the high-earning spenders of the world, but by those who live frugally, invest wisely, and prioritize long-term financial security. And so begins our journey into the world of millionaires, where frugality triumphs over extravagance. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into these traits and the millionaire mindset in the coming scenes. Scene script: can a penny saved truly be a penny earned? Let's delve into that. The cornerstone of wealth accumulation, as the authors of The Millionaire Next Door suggest, is quite simply frugality. Now, you might be picturing penny-pinching misers hoarding every cent, but that's not what we're talking about here. Frugality in this context refers to the practice of living below one's means. It's about knowing the value of a dollar and not spending more than necessary. You see, contrary to what we're often led to believe, many millionaires don't live in the lap of luxury. They aren't splurging on flashy cars or designer clothes. Instead, they're driving modest vehicles, shopping at discount stores, and living in homes that are well within their budget. It's not about being cheap, it's about being smart with money. This habit of frugality is a common thread among the wealthy. It allows them to accumulate wealth over time rather than spending it as soon as it comes in. It's the difference between looking rich and being rich, and it's a crucial distinction that the authors make. But how does this tie into financial independence? Well, by living below their means, these millionaires are able to save and invest a significant portion of their income. This, in turn, generates more wealth, creating a virtuous cycle of growing assets. It's not about earning a high income, it's about what you do with that income. Remember, wealth isn't just about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. And the best way to keep more money? Spend less of it. That's the beauty of frugality. It's a simple concept, but it's one that has the power to transform your financial future. So next time you're tempted by that shiny new gadget or that expensive vacation, ask yourself, is this purchase going to bring me closer to my financial goals? Or is it just going to deplete my resources? In the world of millionaires, it appears that less truly is more. Is economic outpatient care a roadblock to wealth accumulation? A provocative question indeed, and one that authors Stanley and Danko tackle head-on in their seminal work, The Millionaire Next Door. In their book, they introduce us to the notion of economic outpatient care, or EOC as we'll call it. Now, what does this EOC mean? Well, imagine a parent, well-intentioned, financially comfortable, and eager to help their adult children navigate the often choppy waters of financial independence. Doesn't sound so bad, does it? But here's the twist. Stanley and Danko argue that this well-meaning assistance can often lead to more dependency than prosperity. Intriguing, isn't it? Let's delve a little deeper. The authors suggest that this financial aid, often given to help with things like down payments for homes or continuous injections of cash, can inadvertently create a cycle of dependency. The recipients, rather than learning to stand on their own two financial feet, come to rely on these regular infusions of capital. The result? A paradoxical situation where the more help they get, the more help they need. Instead of building their own wealth, they become tethered to the wealth of their benefactors, constructing not a foundation of self-reliance, but a house of cards, susceptible to the slightest financial breeze. Now, it's important to note that Stanley and Danko aren't advocating for complete withdrawal of parental support. Instead, they underscore the importance of fostering a sense of financial independence and responsibility in children from a young age. This, they argue, is the real key to wealth accumulation. So, if you're a parent, before you reach for your checkbook to bail out your adult child, take a moment. Consider the long-term effects of your well-intentioned aid. Are you helping them towards a prosperous future, or are you inadvertently building a dependency that could hinder their financial growth? Remember, the goal is to build wealth, not dependencies. Is wealth the product of inheritance or hard work? A tantalizing question that sparks debate, and one that The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko strives to answer. The book asserts that wealth, more often than not, is the result of a lifestyle of hard work, discipline, and sacrifice, rather than a golden ticket of inheritance. It's a refreshing perspective that may challenge the popular belief that the wealthy are merely the fortunate recipients of family fortunes. Let's delve deeper. The authors introduce us to a fascinating world where the majority of millionaires are actually self-made. These individuals, contrary to the stereotype of the silver spoon, have earned their wealth by rolling up their sleeves and getting their hands dirty. They've spent years, even decades, working tirelessly, honing their skills and making calculated decisions. But it's not just about putting in the hours. It's about discipline, the kind that involves living below one's means, investing wisely, and foregoing immediate gratification for long-term prosperity. It's about sacrifice, the kind that involves choosing a used car over a new one, or a modest home in a less fashionable neighborhood. The book also highlights the fact that these self-made millionaires are often indistinguishable from the rest of us. They don't live in the most expensive houses or drive the flashiest cars. Instead, they understand the value of financial independence and prioritize it over displaying high social status. So where does inheritance fit into this picture? Well, the authors argue that while inherited wealth can provide a head start, it often lacks the hard-earned wisdom that comes with self-made wealth. Without the discipline and understanding of how to manage and grow wealth, inherited riches can dwindle and disappear. The message is clear. Wealth isn't about luck or inheritance, it's about a lifestyle of hard work, discipline, and sacrifice. It's about understanding the value of money, making smart decisions, and being patient. Hard work, it seems, is the true currency of the rich. So what can we learn from our millionaire neighbors? Well, first and foremost, the book The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko has shown us that wealth is not about the flashy cars, the designer clothes, or the luxurious houses. It's about living a lifestyle that is frugal and financially independent. Frugality, the book tells us, is not about being stingy or depriving yourself. It's about making wise financial decisions, knowing where your money goes, and understanding the value of a dollar. It's about living within your means, saving for the future, and investing wisely. This is the secret sauce that many millionaires use to accumulate their wealth. Another key takeaway from the book is the concept of economic outpatient care. This term describes the financial help that parents give to their adult children, which often does more harm than good. It creates a dependency that discourages hard work and financial responsibility. The book advises against this practice, emphasizing the importance of teaching children about money management from a young age. And let's not forget the value of hard work and discipline. The book dispels the myth that wealth is usually inherited or comes from a stroke of luck. More often than not, it's the result of a lifestyle of hard work, perseverance, and discipline. It's about setting financial goals and working tirelessly to achieve them. But perhaps the most important takeaway from the book is the fact that millionaires are often right in our midst, living in ordinary houses and driving ordinary cars. They don't flaunt their wealth. They accumulate it quietly and steadily. They understand that wealth is not about outward appearances, but about financial security and independence. So next time you pass by that ordinary house in your neighborhood, remember the millionaire next door might just be living there. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video, as it inspires us to keep pushing out content like this to you beautiful people.